the human sphere. The reason why I named my company the Human Sphere is to reflect the fact that business is as much about human beings as it is about business. And wherever there is business, there's going to be hearts and souls and minds. People are involved in business.
We've got to be more. We've got to develop. We've got to model what we want in those we hire. Would you agree? We've got to model that. So part of that is we've got to set the example for our own personal and professional development. Don't dare, I'm going to humbly say this, don't dare sit next to someone or beside someone or at someone at your desk and ask them to change. Ask them to be different.
My expertise simply is connecting behavior to business, because when you look at it, to me, in my view, everything about business is about behavior, and you cannot have a business without behavior. You cannot have employees doing work. You know, behavior is embedded in everything. But I don't think a lot of people see it that way. They see process, they see resources, they see money. They don't identify, oh, this part of my business is not working because of a behavior, or this person isn't leading effectively because of a behavior. Business is about behavior.
Changes in our profession that are paralleling that, true? And those effects from social and economic changes, it ripple effect right to our offices. And I believe that in order for us to not just survive these changes, it's a whole new era, but to thrive in and during these changes, we got to come at it differently. Do you agree?
When I work with companies, we look at what behaviors are constructive, productive, or destructive. So, for example, if you have an employee that's working very efficiently and they're executing time management really well, we would say that's constructive and productive. Let's say we have a team that's collaborating really good, they're getting outcomes, that's constructive. Let's say you have a manager who is a bullying manager, who is someone that doesn't treat their employees with respect. Well, that would be considered destructive. And what we want to do in holistic talent management and connecting behavior to profit is to say, okay, what behaviors are profitable behaviors? What behaviors are constructive and productive? What behaviors are destructive? And eliminate or minimize more of the destructive behaviors and rise up and accelerate or build constructive and productive behaviors.
So for me, JoAnn's speech was really great. It was a really great reminder to me about personal branding. This is something that I've been doing personally already, and it was a nice reminder to hear someone else from inside the industry who does recruiting and such to remind us that personal branding is important and makes an impact not just in our profession, but for myself as I go through my career development. And so I really enjoyed that, and I know I can share that with my teammates about what are your intentions and what's your personal brand and how is that employee facing in our organization.
I'm a coaching client of JoAnn, so today was not an introduction of her and of her theories and her methods to me, but what was a good reinforcement today is what she does provide to me as a coach is that it's good for me to show up at work, that who I am in my brand is the most powerful part of my work history, of my talent, and that's how I manage my talent, is that I work in my strength and I show up very powerfully wherever I go in the work that I do. And I think that's the most important thing that she shared with people today.
JoAnn Corley is one of the very few consultants and speakers that I recommend without hesitation and on a regular basis. The reason for that is simple. The organizations that she works with experience such an increase in their development and effectiveness that they realize that they're much better off after she leaves than they were before she arrived. When it comes to talent management, JoAnn knows what she's talking about. She understands and is aware of what's working and what is not working, and she's able to very quickly help you to assess what your greatest strengths are and also put your finger on what your weaknesses are that you need to correct before they turn into bigger problems. JoAnn is multi-talented and multifaceted, whether it's consulting or speaking. She has an incredible ability to connect with people, to help them to think on different levels and to take action and create spectacular results.
Courage. What happened? We have to have a soul. We have to have a spirit that is more powerful than the fear that's driving us back. Courage.